So I'm gonna give you a couple tips that I picked up along the way for driving, just to make you feel more confident behind the wheel, make it easier on you for turning and just being able to see the road and to give you a proper, confident like driving position. So first thing, or one of the things I'm gonna show you right now is how to turn. I see some people, they kind of shuffle the wheel like this back and forth, and it's just not good. Or some people just use one hand if they feel super confident. But if you're just starting off, it's easy to remember. If you're taking a left-hand turn, put your left hand on top and your right hand on the bottom. And then when you turn, you can turn with your left hand and then push up with your right, and then you have a long range of motion. And then with the opposite, if you're going right, you put your, let me get the steering wheel straight. There we go. And then we put your right hand on top, left hand on the bottom, and you turn, and you got a long range of motion without crossing your arms. So let's put this in action. So up here, we're gonna take a left-hand turn. So I'm gonna put my left hand on top, my right hand on the bottom. Then we come to the turn, and then I can turn like that, super easy. And then upcoming is a right-hand turn. So I put my right hand on top, my left hand on the bottom, and we're gonna take a right-hand turn, like that. See? And then the other part is the car wants to go straight. Just let the car go straight. You know, only when you need to turn is when you turn the wheel. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna take a right-hand turn, right hand on top, left hand on the bottom, and we just turn. And we're making a big, long U-shaped turn. So I'm just holding the wheel. And when I need to go straight, I just let go of the wheel. And I hold it to keep my curve. Okay? Let's try this. Let's do this again. One more time. Okay, we're gonna take a right-hand turn. Right hand top, left hand on the bottom. We turn and go left. So left hand on the top, right hand on the bottom. There we go. Easy peasy. There we go. Okay, so that's one lesson. The other lesson is how to set up your seats. So give me a second. Just keep the car running because it's cold outside. Okay, so one of the biggest thing in feeling confident while you're driving is to have a confident seating position. The seating position I'm going to show you is used by autocross drivers for like the SCCA autocross, like Solo 2 competitions. It gives you a good like grip on the steering wheel to where you feel like you can muscle it in case something happens. You're sitting up high enough to where you can see what was coming, like right up like pretty close to your car, and it gives you a sense of like where your wheels are in relationship to the road. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to find a little stick or something, and we're going to place it the center line with the wheel in the middle of the hood, like that. Okay, because from our eyesight we want to be able to see that position on the hood to ensure that we know where we're heading. Okay, second thing is we gotta fit inside the car. This is a Volkswagen Jetta, and this is how you adjust the seating height. So this one's for seating height, and this is for the seat back. This is the base model Jetta. Some cars have electronic buttons along the side to move the seat in every different direction. Okay, so from this position, right now I'm too upright. I feel I'm too upright, and I could drive like this, but it'll be very uncomfortable for me because now I'm putting too much weight directly on my spine. So I'm gonna tilt the seat back just a little bit so that now the seat is carrying the weight of my torso instead of my spine. The other thing is you don't want your head resting on this. This is not called a headrest, it is a head restraint. This is for if you get hit from behind, your head won't keep going back. Before, like cars from like up until like the probably mid 70s, they didn't have anything back here. It was just flat, even with the seat. So whenever you got hit from behind, you had what's called whiplash. Okay, so the next thing is you want to make sure that you can reach the pedals easily and you don't feel too cramped. So right here, now I can reach the pedals easily. And the other part is you really want to be able to, when you reach your arms out without stretching out and not moving from your shoulders from the seat, you want to be able to rest your wrists comfortably on the steering wheel. There we go. The other part is I need to be able to see that stick that's on the hood, the last thing. So I can't see it right now. So I'm gonna lift up a little bit. Now I can see the stick clearly, including the bottom of the stick. And I can, okay? So now I can rest my wrist comfortably on the steering wheel without moving my shoulders. My torso is being held up by the seat. And at the bottom, I can easily reach the pedals. So now when I grab the steering wheel, my arms are bent and I feel like I can really maneuver the car if I had to. And there you go. That's how you sit in a car. This is how, if I were doing SCCA Solo 2 autocross racing, this is how to set up my seating position. And this is how I think a beginner driver should set up their seating position, to where they get they feel confident behind the wheel. That way they can see what's ahead of them easily, and they know where their front wheels are, to where they can turn with confidence and know they're not going to hit any kind of curbs or anything, or hopefully not hit any curbs. Okay, next part of driving, especially during the day, you need sunglasses. Okay, when you buy sunglasses, make sure you find a model that is polarized. Usually there's like a P that is on the glass. It's even etched somewhere over here with a P to denote that this is polarized glasses. The polarized glasses get rid of a lot of the glare that you have, like on your windshield, on your windows, coming from other cars and whatever. Don't wear these at night. They're for the day. They're sunglasses, okay? And there we go. So this is my normal seating position while I'm driving. You can show them further down too. I'm sucking my belly a little bit. But yeah, this is comfortable for me. I feel supported by the seat, and I can easily reach the steering wheel in case there's an emergency maneuver I need to make. So up ahead is a traffic light, and there's a turning lane. And when you get in that turning lane, make sure you don't cross the yellow lines. I know you see a lot of people do it, but you're supposed to wait till you pass up the solid yellow line and enter in right here to get into the turning lane. There you go. Now we're at the light for turning. And when I turn, my goal is to hit my front driver's side tire on the yellow line over here. That's my goal, right there, bound. There you go. Got close enough to it, and that's where we end up. Up here, turn. Where's your right? And turn. There you go. Turn right. Chick-fil-A for lunch. So, tight parking lot, and this is where your seating position is really nice, because now I feel confident I can turn through all these vehicles, maneuver through all this. Tight little parking lot.